Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Tackle the challenges and high poverty rates in Bauchi before attacking Tinubu. Presidency replies Governor Mohammed. The presidency on Monday urged Governor Bala Muhammed to focus on resolving the developmental and poverty challenges in his state rather than issuing threats against President Bola Tinubu. The presidency cautioned the Bauchi state governor against making inflammatory statements against the government and President Tinubu and urged him to retract his words. The special advisor to President Tinubu on media and public communication, Sunday Dare, who gave the word of caution, said the statements coming from the Bauchi state governor are unbecoming of his office and public status. Newsroom Nigeria reports the position of the presidency comes as a direct response to an earlier statement by the Bauchi state governor who described the tax reform bills introduced by President Bola Tinubu's administration as anti-North and a threat to the unity of Nigeria. The governor argued that President Tinubu's reforms seemed designed to benefit specific regions of the country while leaving the North at a disadvantage. Mohammed urged the federal government to review its policies to ensure they reflect the interests of all Nigerians. He warned that ignoring the cries of the people could lead to unrest, emphasizing that leadership requires listening and sensitivity to the needs of the masses. However, in response, the presidency described the governor's statement as unfortunate, adding that his submissions does not represent the position of the northern region. The recent inflammatory rhetoric of Governor Bala Muhammed regarding the Tax Reform Act and direct threats towards the federal government are unbecoming of his office as a state governor. A statement we will show President Tinubu our true color is particularly concerning and does not reflect the constructive dialogue needed between state and federal government. It bears noting that Bauchi State has received 144 billion naira state and local government in federal allocations under the current administration, a significant interest from increase from previous disbursements. Yet, his state continues to grapple with serious developmental challenges and high poverty rates. Rather than issuing threats, his energy might be better directed towards implementing effective poverty alleviation programs and ensuring transparent utilization of these federal resources. This unfortunate statement does not represent the collective voice of Northern Nigeria. The North, like other regions, seeks collaborative governance and constructive engagement with the federal government to address our nation's challenges. As a state governor, he is called to exemplify statesmanship and work towards national cohesion. I urge him to retract these confrontational remarks and redirect his focus towards productive dialogue with the federal government regarding any concerns about the Tax Reform Act. The response from the presidency stated, the statement further highlighted some of the benefits the proposed tax reform would bring to the country and its citizens, to include federal allocation benefits and development opportunities. The Tax Reform Act and increased federal allocations offer significant benefits to the state. Federal allocation benefits. The 144 billion allocation represents one of the highest increases in federal disbursement to states, providing Bauchi with unprecedented fiscal resources. This includes the recent 2 billion special intervention fund given to each state for food security. The removal of fuel subsidy compensation payments have boosted state revenues. Special consideration for derivation funds protecting northern states' interests. Streamlining of multiple taxation systems that currently burden small businesses in Bauchi. Enhanced revenue allocation, revenue collection, efficiency through digitization, protection of informal sector workers who form the backbone of Bauchi's economy. Number 4, special provisions for agricultural businesses, which is crucial for Bauchi's farming communities. Development opportunities. The reforms create frameworks for attracting investment through tax incentives. Capacity building for state revenue services. This initiative demonstrates the federal government's commitment to supporting state development rather than antagonizing these efforts. It could leverage these resources by implementing transparent fiscal management systems, developing state-specific tax incentives to attract investment, investing in agricultural value chains. The presidency also urged Governor Muhammed and other public officials to rise above regional religious and other sentiments to support the administration of President Tinubu in improving the lives of Nigerians. The statement urged that collaboration rather than confrontation is the way forward. Nigerians' journey towards prosperity demands unity of purpose, not divisive rhetoric. At this critical juncture in our national development, public officials must rise above regional sentiment and political grandstanding to embrace the collective vision of a stronger and more prosperous nation. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. What do you all think of, Tinubu's response to Bala Muhammed? Before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment comes from James, says, why blaming the governor for the poverty in Bauchi State? Is Bauchi not part of Nigeria? Who removed the fuel subsidy and the floating of Naira that led to aggressive poverty in Nigeria? The federal government should take responsibilities for misfired anti-masses policies rather than this cheap propaganda. Monachi Godwin says, the challenges in Bauchi State is as a result of a failure of a federal government to do the right thing. How can it tackle hunger when the federal government puts the whole country into hunger? How can it tackle insecurity when he is not the commander-in-chief police? Army takes directive from federal government. Telling him to tackle all this is like advising him to form his own government inside Nigeria. You all, thank you very much for always listening and watching. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.